Hello, everyone. My dog is judging me right now. Yeah, she's staring at me. Just a little disclaimer, if you hear a little growling, Well, let's talk about season 10, episode 7 of 90 Day Fiancé. We're obsessed with TLC and all the trashy reality TV. It's a recap. It's a recap. It's a recap. Nikki and Justin Igor are out shopping. Why? Because he wants her to buy a modest little picnic dress. He doesn't want her to wear what she normally wears, like her latex tight shiny leggings with her bejeweled motorcycle jacket and her Van Dutch trucker hat. Like it's just too much, okay? He wants her to tone it down so that his parents will get a good first impression of her. And she's just really not into this. She's complaining a lot, like, why do you want to keep changing me? Like, this isn't who I am. I don't like this kind of clothes. I like flashy. I like sexy. Yeah, we get it, Nikki Exotica, but you're meeting his parents. It's not news that when you meet the parents for the first time, you want to give a good impression. Okay? Dress modestly, appropriately for the occasion, and shut your mouth. I am just so over them at this point. All she does is complain about not getting sex. Sex, I want sex. I'm a sexual person. I'm a very physical, affectionate person. I want sex. Why won't you have sex with me? Are you physically attracted to me? Like, I'm done. Stop it. She's doing her makeup and her hair, and she chose not to wear her ice blue contact lenses in, thank God. And he's like, oh my God, babe, you look so beautiful. You look like a real woman now, a real natural woman. Now, why would you say that, Justin? Like, read the fucking room. Do you think that's appropriate for you to tell your trans woman girlfriend who is already insecure that you don't accept her as an actual woman and that your parents might not be accepting of her? Why would you say that? I'm pretty sure it was the language barrier. I want to believe that he didn't mean real woman, like, you know what I mean? He just meant like a real woman as in like an actual woman of Moldova that his parents would approve of and that the Moldovan society would approve of. I don't know. That's what I like to think he meant. So they're in the car and they get into, another fight. Surprise, surprise. She feels like he's not sexually attracted to her because every time she touches him, he flinches or he goes to do something else.
I'm not trying to get you turned on.
But your Duchess is so wild. Be more quiet.
I was.
Wild,
I
but
was.
you eat
I
me.
was.
But he feels like she's always super aggressive and she's on top of him about pressuring him about sex, and he doesn't like it. And I mean, can you blame him? I wouldn't want to feel like my partner is constantly pressuring me to have sex. Like, why won't you make out with me? Why won't you touch me? Why? Like, no. This is Kimberly and Usman all over again. Remember how uncomfortable we were when Kimberly was constantly pressuring Usman to have sex with her? And like Nikki's doing the same thing with Justin Igor. Like, it's not it. Like, stop. I understand that sex is very, very important to her, but he just doesn't want to do it. What are you going to do? Like, figure out other ways to connect. And then maybe he'll get more comfortable and he'll want to have sex with you. And honestly, if he's not giving you what you need, then break up with him. Now onto Ashley and Manuel. They're still in couples therapy. They're having a lot of communication problems. She talks about how she feels uncomfortable that his children and his family have no idea who she is. And he doesn't tell her anything that goes on with the family, with his kids. And she just feels like his side chick or a dirty little secret, you know? She also knows how important family is to Manuel. They're like a huge part of his life, yet she knows nothing about them. She's like, why don't you tell me what's going on? And he's like, because that's my life. That's my private life. I deserve some privacy. And she's like, I'm about to become a part of your family, so I feel like I should know these things. And he doesn't really say anything. I know he has kids, but I feel like he has a wife. And they're very much together. I don't know, that's just the vibe I'm getting with how secretive he is about everything. And get this, he set up the expectation that he has to send money over to his family every single month, $250. Although in the previews, we see that it's $300 US. And remember, Manuel can't work yet. So guess who's sending that money? Or guess who's expected to send that money? Ashley. Yeah, she's like, okay, why am I sending the money again? And you never told me that I had to send the money. Like, what? I know it's normal in their culture to send over money, but then he can send over his money when he gets a job. Why does she have to support his whole entire family, like, without any warning? And again, he didn't give her any context. He was just like, yeah, I need to send them money. They need the money every single month. Since I can't work, you're going to have to do it. Hell no. After therapy, Ashley wants to schedule their next therapy session. She's so happy that he finally spoke to the therapist, and she felt like this was the most he ever talked. It was the most she ever got him to open up. So she's really excited for therapy and for it to help their relationship. So she's like, Manuel, when do you want to go to therapy next? And he's like, never. I never want to go. I'm not going. I'm not going. We're adults. We should be able to solve our own problems. Then he goes on to say, when a wife and a husband have a problem, they should solve it by talking to each other. Well, you know what? That's the problem. You don't talk. This is the whole reason why Ashley set up the therapist appointment, so that she can get you to talk. Because otherwise you won't talk. I will say she does talk to him like a child, and she is very annoying. Very, very annoying. But then again, he also acts like a child, and he's so secretive, and he really isn't a good communicator at all. And so I get that she's frustrated, but then she nags and nags and nags, and it's just very annoying to listen to. I do not see them working out in the long run. I feel like they're only together, or rather Ashley is tolerating all of this BS because of the sunk cost fallacy. She's already put in 2 years of her life into this relationship, and she doesn't want it to go to waste. So she's going to do her very, very best to make it work now that he's actually physically here in America. I feel like a lot of people stay in relationships that they shouldn't because of that, though. Can anybody relate? It's okay. No shame, no judgment here. Clayton and Annalie wake up the next morning, and Clayton's feeling a little insecure because they weren't intimate the night before. And he's like, yeah, we were very regularly sexually active when I used to go visit her, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little insecure now that she isn't really showing me any interest. But come on, dude, your mom lives there. She's 5 feet away. I mean, I wouldn't want to bang my boyfriend no matter how long I haven't seen him for if his mother were right outside. I don't care if she's on a whole different floor. I just can't. I'm a very paranoid person. It would get in my head. I wouldn't be able to relax. Like, no, I need to be alone. No children, no other adults, no one. So I understood why Annalie felt super uncomfortable, but at least Clayton's not being a jerk about it or pressuring her. He's being super nice, but then again, he didn't really confront her about it. So I wish he would just tell her so that she would tell him, yeah, I feel really uncomfortable. But it seems like in the next episode, they might resolve that issue because he books a hotel, which I feel like he should have done in the first place, like when she first got there, so that she could relax and take a nice shower and they could, He takes her horseback riding, and it seems like they have a lot of fun. And then after that, he confronts her about why she doesn't post him on social media. Now, this isn't a Sarper Shekinah kind of situation. It's totally different. I feel like he is very paranoid that she is keeping him a secret on purpose. Like, she doesn't want her friends to know, her family to know. I mean, they don't know. So that's the problem. And she says, listen, my dad is old fashioned. He follows me on Instagram, and he just doesn't know about us yet. And I'm not ready to tell him. And he goes, but I've been asking you for 2 years to kind of slowly introduce our relationship. And she's like, I don't want to talk about this. I'm ending this conversation. I'm unsubscribing from this conversation. I think she's shady, shady, shady. I do not trust her at all. And his sister doesn't either. So she goes to meet his sister at a bar. Her name is Brandy, and they warn her. The mom and Clayton warn Annalie, saying, okay, listen, we just want to let you know that Brandy is very overprotective of Clayton. And so Annalie's pretty nervous. And when they meet at the bar, Brandy goes in. She's like, so why don't you post him on social media? How come you're like hiding him? And she finds out that her dad, her family, no one knows that they're together. And Brandy, obviously being the protective older sister, is so thrown off. She's like, what the hell? You haven't told your family? This is highly sus. I do not trust you. And she says very bluntly, how do I know she's not using you for a green card? And then he goes, well, I don't think she could fake being in love with me for 2 years. And she was like, I can. And she goes, people do it all the time. And he didn't really say anything. And so he translated it to Annalie. And Annalie was like, her response was so dumb. She was like, of course I'm not faking it. If I were just in it for the visa, then why was it so hard for me to leave my family? What? That literally does not answer the question. That is the worst answer I've ever heard. I really don't know what to think when it comes to her. I don't trust her. And I know some people think Brandy went really hard on her, but come on, put yourself in her shoes. I am very close to my sisters. I love them dearly. If I met their fiancés and they told me that none of their family knows about their relationship, I would be so suspicious. I would question the out of them. That's for sure. Moving on to Devon and Nick. They had a super short segment. They basically go out to these traditional Korean villages and rent some of the traditional outfits, and they wear them and they go out and take pictures. It looked really fun. And then he proposes and she accepts. Moving on to Sophie and Nick, they also had a super short segment. So basically, Sophie's in bed trying to figure out what she wants to do. She tells Rob to come meet her at her Airbnb because she doesn't want to go back to his dusty apartment. He brings a single rose. Just one rose that he probably picked from someone's yard. He apologizes for the spicy videos and says he did it because long distance is so hard. Yeah, so hard. And he would never actually physically cheat on her. And he was like, remember, I got you this rose. Like, if I weren't sorry, would I get you this rose? Oh my God, Rob makes me nauseous. And she's like, okay, I accept your apology, I guess. I guess I don't have a choice because I have nowhere else to go. You can go home. That's an option, right? I feel like she's desperately wanting to fix their relationship so that she can stay in LA. What is going on? And she still hasn't told him that she's bi. When is that going to happen? 3 days left until Thanksgiving. I'm actually super excited because every year my dad tries to make the turkey, and I hope he's not listening, but it's not the best turkey. Okay, let's just leave it at that. It's pretty dry and I don't look forward to eating the turkey. This year we bought a prepared Thanksgiving meal. It was a little pricey, but you know what? None of us will have to cook. None of us are going to have to pretend to like my dad's super dry turkey. And I'm excited to eat. Yeah. Oh my God. When am I not excited to eat though? This is just a personal update. I have officially decided starting after Thanksgiving, I am starting a weight loss journey. Yes, I am. For the longest time, I suffered so much with my self-confidence because of my weight. And I really, truly took years to work on accepting my body for what it is and not allowing my physical appearance to affect my mental health. And I truly worked on that. I really did. And it has made a world of a difference. And I am truly happy. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually happy. I'm very content. And I am ready for that next phase where I start to exercise, I start to eat better. I don't know how to say it. Of course, I feel good mentally, but I think my body, I can feel it weighing me down. I feel lethargic. I feel slow. I feel tired, and I'm ready for that transformation. I want to feel better. So I'm trying to do this in the most non-toxic, mentally, emotionally healthy way. That means no tracking. I know a lot of people are into tracking every little thing that they eat. And I'm not doing any super harsh, strict diet. I'm not cutting anything out completely. I'm doing this my way, but I'm excited. In the past, my 200 diet attempts have been due to my insecurities because I hated myself, because I hated the way I looked, because I was disgusted with myself. out of desperation. And this time, for the first time, I'm doing it because I like love myself. I feel like I deserve this. Like I want to feel better. And it's an amazing, incredible feeling. So I am so excited. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. So yeah, that's a little personal update from me. And I'm going to go pick up my sister from the airport because she is visiting for Thanksgiving. I am super excited. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful week and wonderful Thanksgiving. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.